And welcome, college basketball fans. This is where you want to be, right here on 2K Sports. Some great action ahead, and we're happy to have you here along with us for the ride. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's the Michigan Wolverines and Arizona.
There is no feeling like a packed house on a college campus. You can just feel the electricity in the air as two major colleges go head-to-head on the hardwood.
And even though this game isn't a must-have game, it feels like a tournament game, a one-and-done type situation. Both of these programs know that a win here could be huge for them as they get ready to make a run in March.
On the court for Michigan, we've got Flash. Ellis is out there with Smith. Then it's Jones, and it's Crawford at the shooting guard position. Hollis Jefferson passes to Johnson. Here's Best. And Jones pulls it down.
And with Arizona, you know they're going to be competitive year in and year out. They do a great job of recruiting, and they always seem to feel the team ready to make a deep run in the tournament. Just a very consistent program.
Lawson kicks to Freak. Back to Lawson. Mitchell dishes to Freak. Baseline try, and it's Michigan with the rebound.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Smith outside, shoots the three. Rebound by Best.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
Several teams changing it up here. The Wolverines shooting their first free throw of the night here. And that one falls for Crawford.
Guys, it's almost impossible to think about Michigan basketball and not think of the Fab Five. I mean, one of the most storied recruiting classes ever. They were dominant in their tenure here at Michigan.
Now here's Ewing. And the layup's good off the glass.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have. He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
And thinking back to the Fab Five, there were 5 freshmen, all brought in the same year, and they all started.
Yeah. Chris Webber, Juwan Howard, Jalen Rose were the most successful pros. All of them playing professionally at some level. It's still considered one of the greatest freshman classes, if not the greatest of all time.
Right side, Jones. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Now here's Freak. Ewing the pass to Goodwin. Carter on the wing. Arizona moving the ball around. Crawford with the steal. Best, he's in at center. Ewing is out there with Williams. Then it's Goodwin, and it's Carter in at the 2-guard.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
And it's a completely new group for Arizona. So Michigan ends up going with the new group. Now Arizona with it. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. On the court for Michigan. Jones is out there with Taylor. Then it's Cunningham, and it's Crawford at the 2-guard spot. Well, for a long time, Michigan has been a big power in men's basketball. Really, in all sports, the school has a very strong program.
No doubt, the Wolverines love their sports. Easy to cheer for the basketball program with all the success they've had over the years.
Taylor's shot, good.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor, and he's very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
Flash is checked in for Michigan. Cunningham rejected by Best. And now it's Lawson running. He can go all the way. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Lawson's got the lead up to 4 now for Arizona.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page. And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting them get all the... And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Arizona ahead, up by... And the second half of basketball is about to get underway, folks. Welcome back to this broadcast of K Sports.
Guys, we had a tight game through the first half. I think we'll see more of the same coming out of the break.
And it's just going to take one big run for one of these teams to establish control. If Freak can get hot, his team has a great chance of coming away with the victory.
Best in its center. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Mitchell. Then it's Johnson, and it's Lawson in at the point guard. And for the Wolverines, Ellis is out there with Jones. Then there's Flash. Then it's Smith, and it's Crawford at the shooting guard. Well, for the Arizona Wildcat program, they didn't really become the force it is today until the 80s. Since then, Greg, Arizona has been a big player in the conference.
Having a string of conference titles, 14 in total, all coming since 1986.
You know, you hear about the once-in-a-generation player, and Freak just might be that for his generation. Big men can be most impactful on the floor, and boy, does he change a game.
That is what's so great about Freak. Even when he isn't scoring, you can see his presence on the floor. That is what great big men do. You can see how special of a player this kid has a chance to become.
And for the Wildcats, arguably their best years were in the late 90s and early 2000s. In 1997, they won their lone college championship. A lot of trips to the Final Four around that time, too.
On the wing, Johnson to the paint. Here's Best. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
And Arizona has been on the upswing in recent seasons, though. They continue to come into the tournament as a high seed and win their conference. This could be the start of kind of a second golden age for the program. And you look at the long list of former players from the University of Michigan, a lot of big-name NBA players got their start as Wolverines. It's been that way for a long time.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Well, Greg, you mentioned moments ago all the former Wolverines that have made it to the NBA. Michigan has been one of the best talent developing schools clubs for a long time.
And, you know, apart from the Fab Five group, Kevin, the Wolverines can also name Glenn Rice as an alum, outstanding NBAer, and Trey Burke and Nick Stauskas, recent grads from Ann Arbor.
Over to the wing. Here's Landry. A three off the mark. Michigan trails by 4. Here's Flash. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Puts one up from 19. That's short off the rim.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Johnson kicks to Landry. Arizona moving the ball around. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. Feeds to Freak. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
Michigan making some changes. Taylor's checked in for Ellis, and Banks is subbed in for Flash. He hits both from the stripe. Here's Banks. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
That is good. And the Arizona lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Taylor. Banks against Carter. Pass to Best. Over in the corner, Williams. The three. That's good. Williams has got 5. Michigan trails by 7. Best, he's in at center. Johnson is out there with Williams, and it's Lewis in at the 4 slot. Knight dishes to Taylor. Right block shot. Carter pulls it in.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those balls.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Carter against Banks. It's stolen by Carter. And here we go. Carter heading to the hoop. Count that one. And Arizona leads by 9.
Almost intimidating defense there. They didn't even try to get back on defense.
Well, I don't think it would have mattered even if they did try to get back, Greg. I mean, there was no way anybody was going to beat him to the bucket there.
And Michigan has possession. 9-point game. The shot's good from Smith.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Lawson kicks to Freak, takes the 3. Can't get it to go. Now the Wolverines take it the other way. At the elbow, it's Crawford. Rebound by Best.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harvard.
And Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
Crawford missing again. Arizona leading by 7. Hollis Jefferson passes to Lawson. There's a minute left to play in the second half. Over to the left wing. Here's Mitchell. Lawson with a screen on Ellis. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Best. Arizona with another miss.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
And here's Arizona now on the wing. Johnson. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Lawson from outside. Crawford with the rebound.
This game's finally gotten away from him.
Yeah, it certainly has. I mean, there's not really much they can do at this point.
And once again off the mark by Michigan. Johnson outside. So Arizona. make it easy on themselves or their fans. But Clark, in the end, everyone's satisfied.
Yeah, you know, it looked like for a moment there the outcome was in doubt, but give him a lot of credit for hanging tough, persevering, and finishing strong.
For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in to this broadcast of college basketball on 2K Sports.
São Paris, São Paulo.